Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the stream. Not sure if anyone's tuned in just yet. Sorry, we were getting started just a little bit later than I was expecting. I had, of course, some very last-minute technical difficulties, as one always does. I thought I had this down to a science, to being able to get the stream started quickly, but I decided to change some configuration again, I guess, earlier today, and that messed everything up. So all of my effort from not in vain. It definitely sped things up, but would have liked to have had a little more confidence coming into the start of this instead of very last second trying to get everything pulled up. But if any of you are joining me, thanks for joining. So this is the first scheduled episode of the live stream. You know, me just kind of getting things tested out and setup that I liked, and having it so that I could get here and just push a couple buttons and have it ready to go, which I think next time will be there. But turns out today I wasn't there. But this is the first time that I intend to actually like kind of get into the meat of what I really set out to do here in starting this streaming series, which is talking about my efforts to get my and for those of you who know me out, you know, in real life, you know that I've had the production company, and how what's different here, and not understanding what is different. So the difference is, I'm getting told that it's very jittery so far. Interesting. I'm curious what's jittery. It looked okay to me. How we doing on bandwidth? Maybe I'll add the second modem after all. I don't know if that's a thing I can do without killing the stream in the middle, but we're gonna try it. What the heck is going on here? It won't let me change it in the middle of this. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn on my. Let's try tethering this to my phone and see if that helps at all. Because that is a thing that I can do with my setup, is I can tether to my phone just to get a little extra throughput. Oh. Let's see. Video. How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, hold on. I gotta switch the Wi-Fi on my phone. Sorry, this is not exciting at all. I will get into the content here in a second, but we gotta get over here, so we're gonna make sure that that's in good shape before we go too much further. So as I mentioned, this is kind of the first time that I'm doing this as a routine thing, and kind of my first serious episode, if you will. And as such, the whole point of this is to talk about live streaming and all of the other fun stuff that goes into putting on a live stream. And so part of that is getting a good stable stream going, and so we're all learning here together, because this is still only my, I've only done this a handful of times at this point, but we're going to be pros by the end of it. Excuse me, I just choked on my own water, and now I have to get another drink. Okay. I am being told that it is better now. I don't know if it's on your end or if it is the fact that I've tethered my phone, so now I've got a little bit more bandwidth. Maybe some combination of both. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes, though, from here. But anyway, so first of all, who am I? So not everyone who's watching this does own a production company called Stretch Your Mind Entertainment. And I started this company back in 2020 with the intent of getting into the business of doing live events, video streaming. Specifically, I was thinking about wanting to do like concerts, but I would be open to other types of events that are kind of at a larger scale. So we're not talking about like maybe necessarily weddings or something like either nonprofit or corporate sort of events is kind of what I had in mind. So I started the company originally. I was inspired by, and I've mentioned all this on a previous stream, but again, since maybe not everyone was watching back then, I'm just gonna kind of start over. Inspired by I'm based out of Houston, Texas, and there's a women's chorus here in Houston called Casalana that had just started at the beginning of 2020, and had their very first concert. And I went to the after party for the women that were singing in the group, because I'm friends with a number of people that were in the groups. They invited me to their after party, and a number of the women who were performing there had mentioned kind of casually that a lot of people in Houston aren't from Houston. That like basically nobody who lives in Houston is originally from Houston. That's a joke, but to that point, a lot of the women in the chorus are not people who were native. Their families aren't. That there wasn't really a way for their families to have seen the concert, and so that had given me the idea that I know about video stuff and computers and stuff. And live streaming was but still wasn't where it is today. And but I thought, well, this is something that maybe I can get into and make this figure out the technical details to make this possible, and then offer this as a service to these sorts of groups to be able to do live streams of their events. And then, of course, I started my company, and we were established on March 6th, 2020. So, maybe 10 days before I myself went into quarantine and didn't come back out. So I started the company in early 2020, right before the pandemic. Live streaming became such a big thing during the pandemic, but I just, there was just no time at the level that we're talking about. So, during the pandemic, I didn't really get out, and I didn't have the time to go out and get gigs to practice and figure out what the heck I was doing. I wasn't making money, or I was making money doing some other things. I did, during the pandemic, I did like post-production, like editing of videos and audio for other people and stuff. Oh, being told that it's kind of choppy again. What the heck? Hold on. What are we doing here? It says I got 4 megabits going up. All right. What the heck? What the heck, Restream? What the heck? I'm blaming Restream for this. Last session. Monitor outgoing. Huh. It does seem like there are dips in my connectivity, which is very odd. Oh, okay. So my phone is apparently dying, and something got a hold of this lightning cable. All right. So you're gonna have to bear with me for just a minute, because I'm gonna go grab another cable really quick. If it's not one thing, it's another. Oh, the battery says it's dead. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Okay, here, we're gonna guerrilla style here. I'm gonna charge my phone from my laptop. I don't normally do that. Okay, let's see what's going on in the world right now. Looks like the signal is decently stable, maybe? All right, let me go back and see what's going on in the world. Can you hear me now? Yes. Good. Oh no. So it's apparently happening on YouTube. Oh, was there a Craig sighting? We're going to have a Craig sighting in this live stream. One can only hope. Where is Craig? Craig! kind of behind everything, and then pop his head out every so often. I don't know. I don't know where he is right now. Have somebody tell me, like, have things improved in terms of the video quality, or is it still pretty rough? Because I can just stop this whole thing and start it again. I'm also trying a slightly different setup, mostly because Nathan is a resolution queen and insisted that I set my stream to be 1080p. But I think that I just don't have the bandwidth to make that work. I increased the level of compression to try to reduce the bandwidth. I was doing a test stream the other night. It froze right after I asked that this is sustainable with the current configuration. So I'm gonna switch this to different settings and come right back. So hopefully this doesn't kill the event.